guys, we were looking at this baseball, really wonderful piece, and it is a Babe Ruth signed ball, and as I was looking at it, it also has a Hank Aaron signature that has been added, which is really a cool thing. Now, Stu, this is your baseball, correct?
Right. My dad won it when I was about a year old and gave it to me, and then in the year before Hank Aaron retired, we took it down to the Phillies Stadium, and Chris Wheeler had Hank Aaron.
Aaron said, well, let's take a look and see what everybody is voting, because we did have the voting, and 57, overwhelming amount of people voting at 15,000. That's what they're thinking this signature is worth, which is really cool. And we were talking, you said that you haven't had this appraised at all. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. And the signature itself, and we've got a great close-up there, thank you, Eric, of that signature. This is, and I'm going to just turn this a little bit. So I'm going to show you, you were talking about the contest, and this was the Sinclair Babe Ruth Baseball Contest. And it was 1937 that Babe Ruth was the spokesperson for Sinclair Oil. And what he did is he had a radio show, and he also was their spokesperson, and they had this contest. So what they did is they handed out these baseballs, and you said that in 1974, and I'm just going to flip it one more time so we can see that Hank Aaron signature, that you had this signed, and then you had it encased in this plexiglass case, correct? Which is good, because you do not want to handle the baseball with your fingers, because the oils on that will leave marks on the ball itself. So you do have this encapsulated. The big question, though, is this signature, and we'll turn that around, where did it go? Right there? Nope, this side. This signature, live TV, this signature, is this correct? And I did a lot of research, and what I discovered is the Sinclair contest, all of those signatures were signed by secretaries. So it was not actually signed by Babe Ruth, unfortunately. This was something that you could win, and they did 500 of these in a week, so there was no way that Babe Ruth could have signed all of them. However, in doing some research, I was able to find that these baseballs have sold, and with the Hank Aaron signature, you're looking at a ball that could bring about $500 to $700 if it were to sell at auction. So, a little disappointing, not as valuable as we were all hoping, because a real Babe Ruth signature, and if it were game used, it could be in the $15,000 to $30,000 price range. That's where they're selling. And everybody who voted that, you're right on, because everybody's thinking, wow, it's got to have some value. Now, if you have an item that you'd like to have appraised, go to our web channel at WPTV.com, click on the What's It Worth link, send me a photograph, and hey, you could be here in our studio, either getting your things appraised for high value or finding out the reality, like Stu here. I'm Tim Luke for What's It Worth. We'll be right back with more news.